the abilities of his teammates, and he's filling in where he's needed. Most of these players playing in this game are primary players on usual teams, but these teams are so stacked that people are having to do things that they're not typically used to or that they don't have to do often. So we're getting to see a different side of everyone.
And so we have Bricksquad in the green jerseys here, just to call it out. That's Bricksquad. The other team is going to be Crysis. Getting that huddle together, getting on the same page. It's so important to be on the same page going into a match. If you're not, like, reaffirm those responsibilities. No one's job on a court is to do everything. There are assigned roles. You have a job to do. And if you're not doing that job, you're forcing your teammates around you to pick up the slack. And so it is so important to come into this with a clear head and a clear focus as to what you're responsible for. Wouldn't you say, Lucas?
Yeah, these guys are experienced trampoline players. I was talking to Captain Sean Wheeler earlier this weekend, and he was telling me that they've been to the last 7 UDC tournaments. So these guys are seasoned. Let's look over here at Crysis. We've got an all-star team here. We've got Tad DeLugo, Mike McGee, Brody Johnson, Ryan Morris, and Andrew Ketchum. These guys seem to be the hottest new team in dodgeball. And a win here today is really going to solidify that. So it's going to take that potential and it's going to actualize it.
Looks like we're going to start game 1 now. Crysis versus Bricksquad.
Bill, for the folks at home, anything you want to tell them about the personnel on Crysis? Like, what can they expect from the 2 corners here?
You're going to see a lot of focus on Ketchum. Once again, Ketchum is that big arm. He's resilient. He's a big guy, but he can move on these trampolines and get small. It's amazing how compact they can get. Look at him now. He's compact.
You know, of the big teams, I think Crysis had the biggest scare in the knockout. They were down 0-2 against Ducks. Sometimes a scary win like that really kind of helps you regain your focus. I'm looking for Crysis to be determined and to make an early push and to try to finish this thing quick. A couple things also we noticed about Crysis this weekend is that more than most teams, they're willing to counter early. After they've been attacked and the opponent is vulnerable, Ketchum and Brody have been throwing almost from the back line. Sometimes they both throw. It can expose them a little bit, but it's been working so far. They're still undefeated.
I talked to Tad DeLugo earlier in this event, and he was saying that in the knockout was the only time when they were playing the Ducks that he did not get that center ball to start off with.
Okay, Bricksquad's got the ball control here. Let's see what they can do.
Good dodging so far.
The right side for Bricksquad with the white headband is Sean Wheeler. He is tied for the most kills in the tournament with Andrew Ketchum, who's on the left side of the screen here in the white. Great dodge from the corner here.
It's amazing just how fast the reaction time is here.
All right, Brody takes out Chris Wheeler with a strong throw.
Ooh. And both corners are out. Your corners are your solid players, the ones that are meant to keep you in this game.
Ketchum is heating up. Ketchum just took out 3 players. When he's feeling it, he's going to throw at you regardless if you have a blocker. He's got a lot of movement on that throw, a lot of heat.
And this is the last player in. They've already got him down to 1.
Brandon Kelly is going to try to expose himself and then draw a solo throw. Ooh. He did just that, but Brody is lethal. Brody doesn't mess around. He's got one of the most unorthodox throws in the game, but it is so effective, it's so dangerous, it's so deceptive.
That ball comes from such a weird angle. It comes from behind his head. You have very little time to tell where that ball is going and react off of it.
Okay, Crysis got the early lead. They did what they wanted. Let's see if Bricksquad can respond here, dig in.
And Tad DeLugo, once again, getting that center ball, letting them start off with offense, keeping Bricksquad on that back line.
I expect them to get Mikey involved here. He didn't throw much last game. And Mikey takes the first shot. Bricksquad is going to get ball control. Chris Wheeler starts it off with a good hit on Ryan Morris.
And you get Ryan. Already changing up from last game. Big block by Andrew Ketchum.
And Ketchum's blocks have been just awesome. We went back and watched that final stand against Ducks, and his blocks were super clean. They were against really strong throws. And there he goes again. He takes out the corner for Bricksquad.
So just to state the rule there, what happened, he knocked out the blocking ball. If you drop your blocking ball, you're out. You have to maintain possession of that. You can't just, let it drop. You have to hold on to it. And when a ball's coming as fast as Andrew Ketchum can throw, like 70, 80 miles an hour, it's not easy, especially from 20, 25 feet?
Yeah. big throw there from Bricksquad. They've actually got a player lead here, which is nice. You just need to whittle away the numbers, and then late game you group throw for the win. See there, you see Brody with the early counter from the back line. It can be a low percentage throw, so if you're in a tight spot, it can get you a cheap out, but it might not always work. Okay. Okay, Ketchum countered with the only ball, and the refs say it hit the ground. And Bricksquad takes out Ketchum with a huge group throw. It's down to Tad DeLugo. He's the only one left. I think it looks like he's got 3 balls on the court. He is thinking catch here. He wants to break up the group throw, and he's going to focus on 1 ball and make a catch.
He gave him 4. They can all throw right now.
Oh! Sean Wheeler got the early throw in there. Tad focused on it, but it was too fast. It was a little outside. Sean did a great job. When you're the early throw on a group throw, you want to kind of open up their technique and let your teammates get in there and do the damage. Big win for Bricksquad. We're tied 1-1. Let's see if Crysis can adjust here.
Like we said, Crysis only lost a single game through round robin. So the fact that they've taken 1 here, like, it says something about how good this team is. All right. Tad DeLugo again, starting off the offense, and Brody taking that quick shot. Mike McGee putting the pressure back, and Brody
Sean
going down.
Wheeler takes Brody out. If you're a corner and you're matched up one-on-one against the balls of the opponent, if you throw, you better expect the return throw. It's coming at you. Usually those balls are in the hands of the best throwers. They're looking for any reason to throw.
Bricksquad once again has the player advantage. Trading, Wheeler took the shot on Mike McGee and got it. Like, that's big.
Okay.
Another big solid arm.
You know, Bill, that strategy-wise, that's the way to go. You want to get an early lead, and then you can just start trading, and you're going to stay on top.
Especially now, once they get 1 more out and they have, 3 balls, every throw here now is 1 less ball when they have minimum burden that they need to, they have less players to throw with, right? So now 1 player has to double up, there's less players to focus on, and catches are even easier.
All right, Ketchum here on the left side of your screen in white, number 8. He's just feeling so confident right now. I'm seeing him walk up to the center line, make throws, dodge, look for catch attempts. This guy is just, as they say in basketball, the hoop is looking big to him right now. And he's just throwing against blockers. His throw is so powerful, it has so much movement. Blocking is not as much of an advantage as it is against most throws. But let's see what happens here.
You've already seen him knock out 1 blocker ball. Big shot, and that's their catcher.
And look at that throw. He threw from like a good 5 feet back from the middle line, which allows him to be safe. It doesn't expose him, but his throw is hard enough and fast enough that he can take out a great catcher like Brandon Kelly.
They only need 1. Oh, no, they're tied up on players now. They've brought themselves back in. It was 5-3. They got the momentum back.
Bricksquad has not been able to capitalize. Let's see if Sean Wheeler throws. He's their big arm. He's tied with the league leaders in kills. Yes.
Take a shot on Tad. It's always easier to throw on a player without a ball than a guy with a ball. Just having that blocker ball just makes you that much more resilient.
Yeah, the only downside is that when you throw against a player without a ball, you risk throwing a catch. So if you're feeling lucky, you might go for the player without a ball. If you're feeling risk averse, you might throw at the guy with the ball. And great group throw from Andy and Chris, and they take out Ketchum. Crysis is down to 2 players. We've got Ryan, who's one of the best blockers, best corners in all of dodgeball, and we've got Tad DeLugo, who is as scrappy as they come. And they get
Ryan.
Bricksquad gets a great group throw. They take out Ryan. It's just down to Tad again. Remember, it's tied 1-1. We're in the quarterfinals at UDC 2018. What's Tad DeLugo thinking about here, Bill?
Oh, he's got to take 2 big outs, and he's got to stay safe at the same time. Ooh, did he trade there?
Yes, It looks like a trade. When you're up on players and it's down to 1 final player, you can take a risky shot because if you trade, you win that match. And Bricksquad's got a 2-1 lead. They've really rallied after going down 0-1.
There haven't been a lot of upsets in the bracket coming through, but this may be the first. I mean, expect to see Crysis really dig in now.
Yeah, I think for Crysis, their middles need to survive the early attack. Bricksquad has been able to whittle them down. So those middles need to dodge big or sell out for a catch. They need to survive. The corners are doing all right.
I think the big turning point that last game, Tad throwing that 4th ball away that gave him a safe double, and that's what got Ketchum out.
Mike McGee takes out his elite dodgeball teammate, Brandon Kelly. They both play on Anarchy together, a team based out of Boston. Mike is one of the best throwers in all of dodgeball. He's been really quiet in this match, so he's already thrown twice here. He's not ready to go home without at least giving it his best shot. Let's see what they do.
This team knows what they're going to go up and do. They don't even have to talk, it looks like.
I think Crysis is a little tight here. They're not.
They have the momentum though, right?
They're on their last legs.
Ooh, is that a double?
It looks like one.
Okay. Ooh, that would have been big.
They looked to me like it was off the back tramp.
So once again, for the viewers at home, if you get hit and then it hits your teammate before it hits the trampoline or a sidewall or anything else, that's a double out. One ball can get out multiple players.
Okay, Bricksquad has one ball. Crysis has 4. They take 2 solos. They miss on both. That's when accuracy really comes in. You want to be efficient with your offensive possessions. Great dodge from Ryan Morris. Brody takes a deep counter, but then he gets countered by Bricksquad. Brody's out. Looks like Chris Wheeler is also out. What do we got left here? It looks like 3 on 3. Ooh, good cross. That was really close. I didn't think it was a hit myself, but
I think he got the blocker there.
The refs are on it. We've got 8 refs in this game.
These refs have been amazing.
Great block from Ryan. Ryan has played trampoline for years, and he's almost impossible to get by with a solo throw if he's got a blocking ball.
He's not even their starting corner, and he is an amazing corner. Like, once again, we want to talk about depth with Crysis.
Ooh, dangerous. You do not want to throw at Tad when he is set up for a catch, but Andy made it work.
This is Tad's game. No sting is Tad's game, and that was a dangerous place.
Okay, things are getting tight. Crysis, this is their last game. They lose this, they're out. It's down to just Ketchum and Ryan Morris. Bricksquad.
There's about 50 seconds left in this game.
Let's see if Bricksquad can finish this off.
They have about 45 seconds to finish this off.
Sean Wheeler knows the situation. He can trade there, so he gets really aggressive. He goes for Ryan anyways, and he doesn't even get out. All right, time is running out. We've got 30 seconds left. Bricksquad's got 3 balls. Oh, Ketchum survives the double team. Very elusive for a big guy. He's got to be 6'5".
20 seconds to get 2 outs or 1 catch.
He needs 2 outs or a catch. He's got 1 out. He needs another ball. 13 seconds.
He's got to make it count.
He needs an out. He has to hit an out here. It's over if he doesn't get an out. Andy did it.
He got
Andy with the counter. Ketchum called himself out. Great integrity there. It's awesome to see that. Huge win for Bricksquad. What a game, Bill.
Oh my God, Bricksquad takes it over the #1 seed Crysis.
Wow, Bricksquad went down 0-1 in this match and came back and won 3 straight. Nothing flashy, good teamwork, good execution. They targeted open players. Oh, that was incredible. We have just seen the #1 team go down.
So just to talk about the qualifier before this, Crysis came from the Torrance qualifier, which has literally 3 teams in the top 8 from it.